It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Not some.
It's week 18 of the National Football League. We'll see the dynamic Justin Fields. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Titans and the Packers, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tennessee Titans. We welcome everybody again alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn and CD. We've got an interesting test here today. One of the league's best passing games and one of the best pass defenses set to square up and see who can perform better in a high-profile matchup.
And you and I talk about all the time how fortunate we are to be in this position, to be around these types of games. And as jacked up as these fans are, how about these two teams? They've been looking forward to testing themselves against what is considered the best on the other side. This is going to be a lot of fun, a very exciting battle headed our way.
To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Nashville. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Titans, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week it was a half dozen sacks. But here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Titans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
From the 25 on second down, Fields. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. To throw is Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season. But that first round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, you get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The Titans are 12-4 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry, and he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On second down, here's Henry. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. A quick throw now complete to Ross. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Justin Fields scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Titans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now Fields. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. There again. Now the ball comes loose. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Again, Fields. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he fields it cleanly. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. His pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So thanks to the late touch. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Fields. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitmore. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now here's Fields on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
So if you're going to play charades at home, make sure you grab him, because for a running back, he sure did a pretty good wide receiver impression there. Going to line up in the slot to the left side. And a lot of times, as we well know, running back routes aren't as crisp as wide receiver routes. But this one, more than adequate for that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Patterson on the out route. And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now here's Fields on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy.
Back now in Nashville. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. This complete to Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patterson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Henry up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 208, tying Jerry Rice for the most ever in NFL history. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. Throwing on on first down is Rodgers. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Completes it again to Dobbs. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs from 6 yards away. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Important extra point up and through. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Able to find Patterson, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Another completion right back to Patterson. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Here's Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patterson. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. All eyes on Fields. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Now Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. 167 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now we've got free football, 4 quarters done. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Titans who will control the football first here in overtime as we're back underway. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now they're in the hurry-up. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Again, it's Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one.
They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you still wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta be